I'm here with Findley.
Hi.
And we're discussing faith, and we're asking people, what is your story with faith? What is your faith story?
Faith story. I believe it's a little complicated. So where to begin? So my dad he was raised very religious in a Nazarene setting. He actually went to college to become a minister, and my grandfather is a minister. And he actually, during college, he kind of had this realization that really wasn't for him. And he began exploring all sorts of faiths all over, like just trying them all out, figuring which one kind of fits.
Sure.
And he landed on Buddhism. And so I would say I was definitely raised in a Buddhist setting. Like, my mom tends to be Episcopalian. We don't really go to church anymore, but she does work at a Catholic school, which I did attend. So it's kind of all sorts of places and things. I attended Catholic school and had like a weekly Bible study, and I went to masses. And I think a lot of my view on religion was a little bit tainted by that in both the positive and negative aspects, because of course, like, some religious schools can have negative experiences and positive experiences. Like, I loved singing in the church choir every Mass. I loved attending Mass. I participated in like the church buddy program where you got to take younger students to the Mass. I loved that aspect of it. But again, I really was confused with my relationship with God and what my relationship to Jesus was, and if I really truly believe that Jesus is the Son of God. I definitely believe that he was a wonderful prophet who I do follow his teachings, and his teachings are wonderful. From a Buddhist aspect, the benefit of all being stuff,
Sure.
I'm fully on board with a lot of all of that, and I feel like a lot of my religion experience right now is just wishing I had someone to believe in and wishing I had a higher power to converse with. But I kind of wonder if I would use that more of a selfish way. I worry that my religion would be selfish. But I think mostly right now I attend every Sunday. I go to
Catholic church or no?
not Catholic church. Well, the church school I went to is Catholic, but now I attend a Buddhist temple and practice there. But also, I'll follow some like strands of Christianity.
Sure.
Yeah.
So in a way, maybe you kind of pick from different religions.
Definitely picking and choosing.
What interests you and what suits you best, in a way, is how you feel?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like you would ever go back to Catholic church or a regular church even?
I'm not necessarily sure Catholic church was for me, but I do like a lot of their teachings. So maybe occasionally, I would say.
And then you mentioned that you said that you wish that you had like a higher power to speak to, maybe even selfishly.
Yeah.
Do you believe that there is one there that wants to have a personal relationship with you?
For comfort, I would like to believe that there is one there. I have a lot of questions. Like, I mean, how are we, this is going to get real existential real fast.
Do it.
But like, how in the world did we even end up here? Like, out of all, like, the universe is so massive. Like, how did I have this chance, this like, one in trillions and trillions and trillions to be this person right here, right now, out of like all the other planets, all the other galaxies. The fact that something so like small and so meticulous, such as the creation of the universe, could have happened makes me kind of think maybe there is a higher power like dictating that.
Sure.
But also I have a strong belief in science, so it's kind of like, it's a lot of questions, not a lot of faith in that aspect. And I'd like to have faith for my own selfish reason of wanting to have answers, not necessarily a want to believe. So I feel like that sense, I can't say anything specific because I worry that that's selfish. And I feel like religion should be a very hearty, loving aspect of life.
For sure. That's interesting. In a way, I always say I think it's harder to believe that there is not a God because of the universe, because of this conversation we're having, because you are created.
Yeah.
You didn't make yourself. I didn't make myself. Yet even if you study the human body, it's so meticulous and complex, and how many cells are running through right now. Your heart's beating constantly, and how many millions of cells are in your eyes alone. I mean, there's obviously like an intelligent creator behind all of these things. The question is, who is it?
Yeah.
And does he want to have a relationship with me? And what the word says is that it is Jesus, that Jesus created all things, and that he also loves us so much that he's even willing to die for us on the cross. And he did that even while we were still sinners, that when we didn't care about Jesus or God and we were going our own selfish ways. And so I would just encourage you just to lean into Jesus a little bit more and ask yourself, is Jesus the one who created me? And if that's the case, I should open up his word. I should lean into him more often and just say, God, if you really do exist, show me. Jesus, if you are God, reveal it to me somehow. And maybe this conversation is part of God getting a hold of you to say, hey, I love you and I want to have a relationship with you. And I want to be that person that you go to have a conversation with, because I am your comforter. When we look around and we put our trust in people, for people to comfort us, sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes people let us down. Sometimes people are flaky and they back out. But God is faithful always, and he's there 24/7. And he knows you more than you even know yourself. He knows how many hairs are on your head. And so I would just encourage you with that the good news is that God came to this earth to show us that he wants to have a relationship with us. He didn't have to do that. He was in heaven on his throne, being worshiped by the angels in all of his glory. But yet, he wanted to be relatable. He wanted to put himself in human skin, just like we have. And so anything that you go through in life, like struggles or trials or depression or anxiety, God became a human because he also went through those very things. And that's why he is relatable, and that's why he is faithful. Because ultimately he took the most suffering to be pinned to a cross and beat to death naked. That hasn't happened to me. So anything that happens to me that's bad, I could always remember that Jesus even went through it worse. And it was because he loved us so much. And so I just want to encourage you with that. And I really do appreciate your words and interview. And do you have anything else on your mind that you wanted to share?
I don't think so. I appreciate having this like enlightening conversation. I always like to hear different points of view.
For sure. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Blessings. Have a good day.